Alright, welcome back to another video. I am very annoyed right now because I was making an amazing video. I was recording the outro, looked at my computer and figured out I was not recording. You know how pissed I was, bro. Alright, I'm gonna go through it all again. Probably not as hyped as I was, but it is what it is. Anyway, so today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use the Head and Shoulders to actually trade on a regular basis and what the Head and Shoulders actually do. Now, as you can see here, this is the Head and Shoulders. Actually, let's go onto my computer so I can show you guys. So as you can see here, this is the Head and Shoulders. The Head and Shoulders is pretty much just like my body. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And the neckline, obviously, which is there. Now, the Head and Shoulders does start uptrends, but it's also, you know, meant for starting downtrends. So you guys gotta stay tuned. You guys gotta just watch the video and you'll understand. Now there's also the inverted Head and Shoulders, which is the start of an uptrend. So yeah. Now if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, because you're obviously here for one of two reasons: to learn how to make money or to learn how to trade, or one of three reasons to learn how to read the Head and Shoulders. Yeah, because on my YouTube channel, I talk and teach you guys about how to make money as teenagers, side hustles, passive income, hustles, and all other possible ways to make money as a teenager, easy ways as well, and some of which you can make thousands a day doing it. Alright, it just all depends on how consistent and how dedicated you are. Now, without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Let's get on with today's video. Also, make sure to like and subscribe, as I said before. Let's go. Now, onto my computer, you guys can see I already have the Head and Shoulders drawn out. Now, the Head and Shoulders is meant to start a downtrend, but keep in mind, sometimes it can start uptrends as well. It just all depends on your indications, your indicators, and the patterns that come before it, the patterns that you see in the Head and Shoulders, because there are some patterns that there are sometimes patterns inside of patterns. And you know what indicators you use, you know, you want to make sure you back it up with all them things.
Alright, so my bad, because I kept on mistaking the Head and Shoulders for a downtrend instead of an uptrend. Now I'm gonna just clarify this before we go on with the rest of the video. Head and Shoulders is the start of an uptrend, but sometimes it could start a downtrend, and an inverted Head and Shoulders is the start of an uptrend, but sometimes it can start a downtrend. Now again, I was very tired during the recording, so just know if I say a Head and Shoulders starts a downtrend, I mean an uptrend. If I say an inverted Head and Shoulders starts a downtrend, I mean an uptrend.
Now, for example, for this Head and Shoulders, you know, Head and Shoulders do start downtrends. If the inverted Head and Shoulders, they start uptrends, but as I said before, they could be the opposite way depending on your indicators and what the market pretty much says. Now, you can see here the RSI was quite low, which by that it means it was being oversold, and meaning that there might be an uptrend soon, or people might start buying again. So you guys can see here, the RSI was quite low. There was a pretty much nearly perfect, you're never gonna see perfect patterns here, but it was nearly a perfect Head and Shoulders right here, and it did start this pretty big there was an expansion phase over here, and then it started this big uptrend right over here, which was quite ended by, I think that's a morning star. I'm not quite sure, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Head and Shoulders and the inverted Head and Shoulders. So yeah, that is the Head and Shoulders right there, but keep in mind they do usually start downtrends. So if you see a Head and Shoulders, don't go buying it just because you saw that. Make sure you use your indicators, your knowledge, and all that stuff that you have. Also, if you're wondering why I have these patterns written over here, is because if you guys haven't seen my recent TikTok video, which is right this one right here, if it's there, if future me decides to edit that one in, I did make a video on my TikTok on how to start trading. Like, you know, if you guys want to learn how to start trading, all that stuff, how to make side hustles and all that stuff in less than a minute, I recommend you guys do follow my TikTok, which is going to be linked in the description, so go check that out. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. If you have any questions, you want to DM me personally, because I reply to every single one of my DMs, and yeah, that will also be linked in my description. Also, another quick plug, I did recently make a Discord server, so if you guys have any questions you want to ask me or any of the members there, go ahead, the link is going to be in the description as well. Go join the Discord server, Young Hustlers, and either me or one of the members will have an answer to one of your questions. So, I did make the TikTok video, and I said that I did use some indicators, like for example, if you look over here, oh my bad, the morning star, right over here, the morning star, which I did say was going to start this little uptrend or expansion phase, we could say, and I was correct. Alright, so here's how you can start trading, part 5 or 6, I'm not too sure. Look a bit confusing, but stay with me, yeah? Now this right here is a Maribozo. Now I'm not sure if I said that right, but it's pretty much a bullish and bearish big body candlesticks together, as you can see right here. This baddie right here just started this downtrend, and this morning star right here ended the downtrend. Now, I talked about the morning star in my other parts, but if you can't be bothered going back to them, a morning star pretty much starts an uptrend. So I'm so confident that there's gonna be an uptrend that I personally made a trade, and I'm currently up $82. Yep, it's just going up. Now the chart that I'm reading is gold. Gold has very big movements, ups and downs. It's a stock, but I don't usually trade stocks. If I do, it'll only be gold. I usually just trade forex. Now, if you've got any questions you want to ask, just join the Discord server. It will be linked in the bio as well as my YouTube channel. So go join that, ask me or any of the members any questions you got. And if you guys want me to release my notes, which is some pretty good info, get me to 1.5k subs on YouTube. See ya. And I'll show you guys proof. Obviously, I was in a virtual account. I was just playing around for fun because I would never invest $27,000 into a stock market. And yeah, I did eventually end up making $509 off that. And the video, it did show $9, but I did hold it for a while after that. So yeah. Anyway, so Head and Shoulders, this one I talked about with you guys. I'll make that a bit smaller. Yep. All right. So over here, you see that Head and Shoulders did its job. It did its job. Sorry. So it did this little expansion phase going down. Now, if you were like me and you had a virtual account, you're still in your practicing or whatever you're doing. For example, you invested $27,000. These pips right here would have made you $2,000 to $3,000 depending on when you entered the market and when you exited. Yeah, but yeah, if you're wondering what ended it, this is like a triangle. I'm not even gonna bother talking about that. So yeah, no. All right. So now, as I said before, the Head and Shoulders are never perfect. A perfect Head and Shoulders looks quite like the one I showed you at the start of the video, like this. That's a perfect Head and Shoulders. I wouldn't say, yeah, that's a perfect neck, invert Head and Shoulders as well. So Head and Shoulders can be found in uptrends or downtrends as well, especially with inverted ones as well. So you want to make sure you look for them. Don't always look for contraction phases to see Head and Shoulders in. Contraction phases are when the market's moving sideways, like this one right here, for example. Market is moving sideways, market moving sideways. Now, if you go a bit further back, I did also draw this one because I did come a little bit prepared with drawing the patterns, because they're pretty hard to find when, especially if you go in unprepared. So yeah, because they do take some longer time to actually form, because you need some pretty big expansion phase, for the head, some contraction phase for the shoulders, and they usually just do take some time to actually form. So this is the inverted Head and Shoulders. It did do its job. It did go up right here. There was obviously a small little expansion phase going down over there, but it did end up doing its job. It did go up. Now the neckline is right over here, so you guys want to make sure you do put your stop loss as well. So for example, that's a buy. My bad, hold up, let me fix that. All right, so neckline right there, and if it does end up coming like you guys can see, it did go below it, but since it did go up, if it did end up going down again past your neckline, which is, I'm just drawing random lines, my bad. It's pretty confusing, especially if you're new. I know, trust me. I remember when I was new into trading things. If it, like for example over here, if it goes past your neckline, that's where your stop loss should be, alright? So, and also I do recommend you guys do trailing stop losses, because like for example right here, if the market did go up, your stop loss would still be there, so it'd have to come all the way back down for you to, like, you know, actually lose money. Trailing stop loss, it comes up with your actual your take profit. It actually comes up with your take profit. So for example, to make this look a bit more easier for you guys, because I know how hard it is for especially if you're just starting out, let's say this is the Head and Shoulders. Alright, now this is the neckline right there. Now, since this is a Head and Shoulders, it's gonna go down, yeah? So let's say the take profit is over here and your stop loss is over here, alright? Now if this comes down to your take profit, to like this close to your take profit, and then goes all the way back down to your stop loss, you're gonna lose money, alright? Because your stop loss is below your actual entry phase, so you're gonna lose money. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, especially if you did enjoy today's video. Now, as I always say, I'm not the best when it comes to explaining. Now, I highly recommend you go watch someone that's an actual professional when it comes to trading stuff. But this is pretty much exactly what they're gonna tell you in probably just like a longer video, and probably just like they're talking slowed down a bit. I'm not too sure, but if you guys want, go watch someone else to get a bit of more to get a better understanding of what you're trying to learn. Now, that's been your boy Omid. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, love you all, peace.